friends, how are you? Today we are making the dandelion craft for the preschoolers. And so you should have picked up a craft kit. It looks like this. And we'll just pull the bag off and get our stuff out. You should have a couple of pipe cleaners, some instructions, a couple of cotton balls, and some Q-tips. And you will also need glue. And I know that you should probably have some glue like this at home. If you're using this kind of glue, you'll need a ton of it. It might work better if you use this kind of school glue that is the liquid. I think it'll work a little better even though it's messier. And I think that I will probably use this kind of glue. So I'm going to just set this on its side so it can kind of leak to the top. All right, so the first thing we need to do, according to our handy dandy instructions, is take these Q-tips and break them all in half. Boink. And you should be able to do this just with your hands. I have a pair of scissors here that if you have scissors and you prefer to use scissors for this job, you are more than welcome to just use scissors. It would be good practice using scissors. This makes a lot of little pieces, doesn't it? But I think we'll probably use all of them, so it's okay. If you are using liquid glue, remember that it takes a lot longer to dry, but it will stay in place a lot better. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to look at your paper, and I'm going to use mine horizontally, but you can definitely make your picture vertical as well. So I'm going to take my glue and shake it so that there's glue all the way in the bottom, and I'm just going to make a couple of puddles of glue on my page like that. Kind of big round blobs. I'm going to take my cotton ball and I'm going to stick it right there on that glue. And remember, don't move it around because it is not dry yet. Now comes the fun part. That's the center of your white part of your dandelion. Remember when they go to seed, they turn white? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these all the way around. So I'm going to kind of make just nice big lines coming right out of that. Like, it almost looks like the rays in a sun, doesn't it? Yeah, those. And I have no idea how many of these I have, so I'm just kind of guessing at how many lines of glue I need to put on there. We'll just stick these right on. And here again, remember that this glue is very wet and it takes a long, long time to dry. It's kind of looking a little bit like one of those. Whew, can you just blow it away? Well, you can't because it's glue, but yes. Okay, so I've got one of my dandelion puff balls done, and I'm going to come over here and do the second one real quick. I know that I took a walk this weekend and there were yellow dandelions everywhere. I did not see any white dandelions. But, you know, as soon as the yellow ones are done blooming, they turn white, don't they? Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did you get? How many rays did you get out? Okay, so I've got that's the white part. And now I am going to put a stem and some leaves. So I am going to draw a line with my glue like that. And then I'm going to draw a leaf that goes like that. Now comes the challenging part. So I'm going to I'm actually going to just like bend my thing so that it looks a little bit like a leaf, like that. And I'm going to stick this onto the glue that I've already put on my page, and hopefully I will be able to get it all to stick down where I want it to, right? Because sometimes it's hard to tell how big to make the leaves and such. Okay, so I've got it kind of stuck down where I want it. And remember that that glue is going to dry and hold things in place. Okay, so I'm going to grab my other one. I wonder if this would be easier to do if you put the glue on the green part instead of putting the glue on the paper. I think I'm going to try that for this one and see if it's easier to manage. So I'm going to put glue right there on my, whew, it's messy, that's for sure. I've got glue on my fingers and glue just dripped. Okay, so now I'm going to have to kind of bend this a little bit. It'll be fine. Well, I think that putting it on the pipe cleaner was a little bit easier to handle, but it still is really messy. Okay, so that is the finished product. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again next time. Bye.